All right, shalom, shalom. As always, I want to start these videos by giving all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, that is Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash, as well as the salutations upon to the elders and apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, whom I've learned this truth under and have been laboring, helping younger brothers such as myself understand this 144% doctrine of the Bible. This is just a quick hit through the spirit. I believe it might be a sequel. I've done several videos on this collapse of the second leg of the Roman Empire, the United States of America, and this being titled "Nation Divided" or "America is Divided." And you see these videos. This is of Providence, Rhode Island. Okay, I grew up in between the metro areas of Providence, Rhode Island, and Boston, Massachusetts. And as a kid, you would never see this. You would see certain people doing the anti-ABORT, okay, just randomly here and there, but you would never see masses of people within the streets of these cities protesting against the president. And then we didn't had George Bush in office. We didn't had Obama, who's really a Hamite, but a so-called black guy in office, and we never see this. But with Trump in office again, people, and you notice these pictures, it's all Edomites. Okay, Satan is divided against himself, and this is Yapa. This is beautiful to see. We're seeing these people, seeing that their beloved kingdom is coming to an end, and they're losing confidence and trust in their system, in this government, and that's beautiful. And that spirit of sedition, which really means is a uprising against the government, is rising. It's boiling. Okay, and with these tariffs, it's gonna get worse and worse for the economy. And it's beautiful to see these so-called WHITEs pissed off and upset and mad at their own kings and princes. Okay, let's just get straight to it. And this is gonna be Yahweh Shai speaking. I just typed in "kingdom divided," and the ones in red is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly knows is Jesus. Okay, he's speaking right here. Let's start with Matthew 12 verse 25. And Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Okay, and that's what we're seeing. That spirit of sedition is raising up. These people are pissed off, and it's about to get way worse. You put these tariffs on these other countries, and it's prophesied that these countries are all going to click up and rise up against Babylon the Great America, because America is basically, it's the hammer of the earth. It is the opposition. It's the ops of the whole earth. Goes around bullying everyone, and these nations getting tired of it. Okay, and so economically, all these goods, and we're seeing inflation. It ain't gonna get better. It's gonna get a lot worse. And with automation, these jobs are gonna start getting cut more and more. And we're seeing people can't pay their rent. People can't pay their mortgages. People can't pay their auto loans. It's getting worse and worse. It's getting bad out here. And you know it's bad when you see Edomites protesting. Usually, you see Jake in the streets rioting over some messed up police killing, or something to that sort. But now you've seen these Edomites risen up. Okay, let's continue. Matthew, continuing 12 verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And you WHITEs are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Just look at your history and track record and how you got this kingdom, how your kingdom was risen. It was risen through straight up bloodshed. Okay, there is no ifs, ands, or doubts about that. That's who you are. And you, Satan, you devils are against each other, which is beautiful. And what that's really gonna do, the more and more this, and Lord willing, this man in office right now, he's the last quote unquote president, because we know the real king are these elite banking families. But Lord willing, this man Trump being in office, he's the one that overlooks the complete downfall of this wicked queendom, Babylon the Great America. Okay, and what's as things get worse and worse, that spirit of sedition is gonna pop off. Second Ezra 15 start at verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Pause. You know, modern day sword being these guns. And don't nobody, no country have more guns per citizen than the United States. All right. And that we know back in Genesis that the sword is Esau's blessing. So when all hell pops off and breaks loose, these Edomites is that spirit, that kill spirit is gonna get risen up. Okay. And we gonna see police, ex-military, all you name it is gonna be straight wild out here. Continuing, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. And we see Americans, we see Jake in the streets shoot each other and mow each other down over some Air Jordans. We see people getting in fights over fast food. Imagine how much more when there is no food on the shelf. Imagine how much more when there is no police out patrolling the streets. Imagine what these cities gonna look like. And we see that in these movies. Okay, that's Esau's predictive programming. We see in these what's that? The Purge movies, Neighbor Against Neighbor, and we see in that Will Smith movie, what's that movie? I Am Legend, where they shut down the bridge and you couldn't enter the other side of the bridge. We gonna see these are the ingredients, the dominoes to martial law kicking in to full effect, and it's gonna be straight stormtroopers out in these streets, and it's gonna be mass confusion. And let's close off on this, because the Wadi Yahweh Shai, we have he gave us the blueprint. He gave us the game plan of what's going down. He gave us the script. Okay. And Lord willing, we are going to be in a stable mind in these evil times to come. Isaiah 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And this is we have heavenly infinite treasure, knowing these scriptures, knowing these prophecies, knowing we are the Israelites of the Bible, knowing this place America is the chief land of our captivity, and knowing these Edomites who then rose up to the top, their time is ending, pursuing the 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. And we clearly see Esau's at his end. Yapa, that's beautiful. Just a quick hit through the spirit. I hope it was concise, to the point, and edifying. Shalom.